Hey guys, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching. So last night I was scrolling through Instagram. I was on the popular kind of tab. I kept stumbling across all these Grammy photos from I think the 16th of February, so like yesterday or the day before. And normally I wouldn't really pay attention to it, like I'm not really that interested unless it's their makeup. But Selena Gomez came up and I was like, oh my god. So I decided to do a look inspired by her makeup. It's pretty much just a really blown out neutral, kind of a little bit brown smoky eye, and it was just paired with a really subtle nude pink lip, and her skin was just pretty flawless as per usual. So I hope you guys enjoy, and if you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So I'm starting with my eyebrows done and my lids primed, and I've just applied some tape to the sides of my eyes to get the kind of sharp wing that Selena had going on. And then I'm going in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette and using the shade Lazarus and just buffing that through my crease as a transition shade. The next shade I'm going in with is, I think it's pronounced Celios, and I'm just going to apply that into the crease and wing it out a little bit, and this is just going to give the eyes a little bit more depth. Next, I'm going in with the shade Citree or Sea Tree and just applying that into the crease again, just to give the look a little bit more warmth as well now, and also add a bit more depth. Now I'm just going back in with this Celios shade and just applying that all over my lid. To add a little bit of shimmer, I'm going to go in with the Stiller Eyes of the Window palette in Soul and use the shade Thought and just apply that over that lid shade that I just applied. Now I'm just going to go back in with that same Stiller palette and use the black shade, which is Essence, and just apply that along the edge of the tape and the outer corner and along my lash line. And once I've done that, I'm just going to go back in with my blending brush and just make sure there isn't any harsh edges. To highlight my brow bone, I'm just going to go back in with the Kat Von D palette and use the shade Liberatus, which is just a plain white shadow. Once I've done that, I'm just going to remove the tape from the sides of my eyes and clean up any fallout with a makeup wipe, and then I'm going to prime my face with the NYX Angel Veil Primer. For foundation, I'm going to be using the NARS Sheer Glow foundation in the shade Light 4 Deauville, and I'm just going to apply that all over my face with my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind to conceal any dark circles or redness, and then I'm going to use the NYX HD Photogenic Concealer to highlight my face. And then, as per usual, I'm just going to use my Real Technique sponge to blend it all in. To set just directly under my eyes, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder and just apply that right against my lash line just to stop any creasing. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm just going to use my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Diffuse Light. For my lower lash line, I'm going to go back in with the Kat Von D palette and just use the two shades I used earlier, which are Lazarus and Celios. In my waterline, I'm just applying this ColourPop gel liner in the shade Swerve, which is just a basic black liner. To add a bit of a highlight to my brow bone in my inner corner, I'm just going to go back in with the Stila palette and use the shade Kitten. Going back to my face, I'm going to contour my cheeks with my NARS Laguna bronzer. For blush, I'm going in with this super cute Too Faced blush palette and using the shade I Will Always Love You. As always, to highlight my face, I'm going in with the Balm's Merry Luminizer and just applying that to my cheekbones, my nose, just above my eyebrows, and my Cupid's bow. Once I've curled my lashes, I'm going to go in with my favourite mascara, which is the Revlon Photo Ready 3D Volume. For lashes, I'm using a pair of Morphe lashes, which are in the style Wispy. Moving on to the lips, I'm using this NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On liner in the shade Nude Suede Choose, and after that I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Melted Liquid Lipstick in the shade Melted Sugar. To add a bit of gloss and to make my lips a little bit more pink, I'm going in with this NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Eclair. So that's pretty much the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.